Hey guys, welcome back to Kirby's Triple Deluxe. In the last part, we kind of bumbled around a little bit in the beginning levels of old Odyssey here. We also had we had some train incidents.
Yeah, just a couple.
I think this is also we got Wing Kirby at the beginning of this one. I forgot all about this one. This is one you didn't see very often back in the day. Like, I think the only time I ever saw Wing Kirby back in the day was Kirby Air Riot.
Yeah, well, it made, I believe its debut was Superstar and it pretty much went on hiatus for a while, because it's kind of redundant for Kirby, if you want to be honest.
Yeah. Like, it is still definitely fun, but, like, I'm trying to think. So it was in Superstar, then it went away, then it was in Air Riot, then it went away for a while, then it came back for...
Well, I know it was a Return to Dreamland. Return to Dreamland and Triple Deluxe, and it was in Robobot as well? I think it was, yeah. I still have the list open from last time, so I can just check.
I'm just trying to think, was it in Star Allies, though?
I still have the Star Allies one actually up first, and from what I can see here, I don't see it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was in Star Allies at all. Oh, no, it was. Never mind. It's like one of the last powers. And then for Robobot, looking at the power list here, looks like it's not actually here. It wasn't in Robobot, but it returned in Allies.
Yeah.
Which was kind of weird how it skipped one, then made back to the next game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, so many powers come back, they'd be in trouble if they just dropped everything.
Yeah, I think it's because they had Jet in Robobot instead, so they kind of just took this out for Jet.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm not opposed to, but, like, I'm still not forgiving them for Needle.
Yeah. I kind of personally prefer Jet a little more nowadays, just because of how fun it is to speed around with Jet. And it's fire, too, so fire is really helpful in most circumstances.
Yeah. The puzzle solving method is good.
And I like how you have to tilt this one up to kind of aim for that the thing with the arrow. I like that kind of puzzle there.
Yeah. That's actually a really good way of using a gyro, because you use that and your ability at the same time.
Gyro what?
Oh yeah. This was back in the early days of 3DS, so they really wanted to push for its gimmicks. The 3D, the gyro, all that kind of stuff. Street Pass especially.
Yeah.
But, you know, not to a point where it was like Sonic Lost World.
Oh, God, yeah.
Special stages.
Oh, guess who
I
gets to
carry
record
my
that game? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, smart investment for you. Invest in, like, 20-plus foot cords. You're gonna need them.
Yeah, it'll be constantly spinning around.
I think that's why the modding scene doesn't care for capture boards at this point, just does the streaming. Because, like, well, now at least I can do the Lost World special stages without being tied down. Yeah. I'll just record bad audio.
Yeah.
Good lord. Now we're in Ice Place all of a sudden. We went so far away, we transported to Ice Winterland.
Yeah, this world's kind of odd when it comes to structure at that point. It just flip-flops in tone.
Yeah. I forgot that, like, the beginning of level 3 was kind of like this old ruiny area. And then it transports to Ice level for some reason.
Yep. Because why not?
I wanted my sword back.
I can't believe it was still there by the time you loop back around. And then you lose it twice. And the same way.
Hi,
like, I want my sword! Why do I keep doing this and watching this again? I think it happens yet again. I do the same freaking thing. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, come on. Really, Matthew?
Man.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. What the hell?
Fool me 3 times now, you're just trolling me. I just want that sticker, or that, not the sticker, the keychain, man.
This keychain better be warfare and not be a duplicate. And then he has the cannon! Man, this is the longest I think you've ever been in this section, too. I wouldn't be surprised. If you die here, this will be just...
I swear, if... I was gonna say, if... And then I was waiting for the gameplay footage to move to the small screen and to have the GIF be on the big screen.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the GIF to get a lot bigger. I was like, well, this is a major face call.
I was just like, I'm done with it. I just came back and just cut all that crap out because that was embarrassing, but I wanted to show it off because it was funny.
Yeah, it's all good, Matt.
Yeah, I was trying to get that freaking keychain. I don't know, like the klepto in me is just wanting to get it.
That's fine. Sword was just making it difficult.
Away we go. I think this is like, well, I got number 1 again. That's like the 4th time in a row.
Yeah, you've been getting these pretty consistently. Like, it's kind of hard to time right just because of how precise you need to be on that bar.
Yeah. I think like, what was it, like, this game came out before Amiibo became a thing, right?
Yeah, this was like a year before Amiibo.
Yeah,
or like on par with the first batch.
Yeah, because
it also predated Smash as well.
Yeah.
I remember in Planet Robobot they had the special Kirby Amiibo coming out, and they Kirby gave you UFO in that game.
Yeah.
Freaking loved it.
And then if you use the Smash Kirby Amiibo in that, it gave you Smash Power.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right. Smash Kirby was in...
Yeah, because Smash was returning power from Amazing Mirror. Like the second and only other time they used that power in the game.
Yep. Other than Amazing Mirror.
Ah, dang it, they need fire for that.
That's still one of the only Kirby games I really haven't played, simply because I kind of want to play Amazing Mirror with a couple people on Link Up, just because it sounds like the better way to play it.
You know, it's such a missed opportunity, too, because Amazing Mirror was ported on the Wii. Why didn't they have the freaking multiplayer added?
That was the problem I had with any of the portable games multiplayer ported over, because the DS games had the same problem. Like, people actually complained about that when Mario Kart DS came out on Wii VC, because they wanted to play multiplayer with people.
Mario Kart DS came across with no multiplayer?
Yeah, multiplayer didn't work on because it was a DS game, but the Wii U didn't have local multiplayer at all, and the online service was dead. So that was a single-player only game.
Which would have been a kick in the teeth, considering Mario Party 1 through 3 would have been fine, but...
Oh yeah, since N64 games, it can recognize the 4 controllers. It can't recognize multiple DSs, which kind of sucks. That's why anymore it's like the emulator scene is just better if you don't want to have all the hardware hooked up, because just own the copies of the game and just connect them all on one computer.
Lester, we're going to have to figure out how to play Amazing Mirror with NetPlay and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I know that NetPlay for emulators have been really fixed over the years, too. Like, Hamachi is dead. Thank God. You don't have to use that anymore for online multiplayer games with emulators, and I'm so glad. That was a setup and a half.
We might actually be able to play Amazing Mirror now.
Dang it!
Well, you're too slow. And then you shot the cannon! I wonder what this cannon does. That one launches me. I was expecting that to be Obama's pit and just to end insult to injury.
Thank goodness Machi's dead, though. I hated that program so
It was
much.
so clunky, and just half the time, mapping everyone's information didn't work. So you have to do it again.
Well, that's reassuring, because that means when we finish Superstar, Matt, you and I won't have to rely on Hamachi, which I am grateful for.
Yeah, because nowadays, like, there's more, I think, at least the SNES emulators, I think, from RetroArch have, like, an online core. Which means you should be able to do multiplayer via that. Which means it's way easier to set up. Because I know that's what they do for multi-worlds now. Like, at the time of recording this, they're working on Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer multi-world. And that works on both console and emulator, and that's because there's a specific build of the emulator that works with SNES Online.
That's cool.
So you use that and you should probably be able to do it.
Keeping these things in mind, then, I'll convert the save file to match the new setup, and then we'll get to it.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I forgot about this. This guy always makes me nervous.
Yeah, if you screw this up, it's gone forever.
Yeah, if you don't get it, you have to pretty much kill yourself to redo the puzzle.
There's a lot of those one-and-done kind of puzzles here, which is really annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But the workaround is at least there, so at least.
And then he almost kills himself, so it wouldn't matter.
I know. Okay, y'all might have seen me like almost plummet into pits on purpose. I'm doing that because I can't remember for the life of me if there's like hidden passageways in some of them.
Yeah, to be
and
fair,
they do like to do that with stars. They do like to do that with stars, to be fair.
I kind of do this a lot when I'm playing certain Kirby games. They fall near the edge of a pit and then just fly, like, straight up because they usually put something down there.
Yeah, so if you ever see me do that, that's the reason why. Is I can't remember if there's a thing down there or not. So we gotta. I would have had a perfect joke that's been like, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
Why is it the first thing that actually popped in my head wasn't that, but
Do you want to kill a planet?
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that one. The was the abridged version of that song.
Vegeta.
Do you want to kill? It doesn't have to be a planet. Good lord, I love that so much. And I was bugging Amber with that the other day. She's just like, "Would you stop playing that video?" I'm like, yes, but I got to. It's funny. So don't burn your biscuits here. You kind of carry this snowman over here with his head and be happy.
Boing!
Yeah, if any of these heads are destroyed, then that's it. Because there's no way to kill yourself in this section here. I think the only way to do that is to drain your health.
No, that's the thing. I think if they melt, then another one reforms.
Does one? Because I know one of these is linked to a sunstone.
Yeah, one of these is
specifically, I know I was an idiot and I ended up killing the first one. So...
Well, I found out the hard way.
Yeah. When in doubt, mess it up.
Gotta drain the mist.
Is the way to do it.
Yeah, I think one of these is linked to...
I think this is actually the sunstone one. Because this one takes a while.
Like the Mr. and Mrs. version of the snowman that had the sunstone. I had, when I first played this, I put the heads on the wrong snowman the first time. But this one right here.
Oh yeah, he put male and female, female and males. It's just a little weird.
Yeah. And I think I screwed this up. Yeah.
Yeah, now you actually have to do what we talked about.
Oh, Matt.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's gonna identity crisis it.
I guess you could say
Why not?
Had kind of an identity crisis just now.
I mean, I've heard of a swinger marriage, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? I have to go kill myself now, because, well... oh, lordy. I have to go kill myself, so I'm making sure this
and there's no easy way to do that, too, so just head force into Gordo until dead.
Yeah.
They were so upset. They were so upset.
It's like, why am I on my wife's body?
that's why I got the pick her facepalm moment. Here we go. Finally
there we go. Yay!
No more identity crisis. Oh look, it's a reenactment of the Three Little Pigs. Or the Three Little Waddle Dees.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love this part. Like,
This house is too strawly.
And then they'll build a house made out of wood. Like, this is more sturdy. Or
this house has too many logs.
I like how the Waddle Dees.
And I'll stuck your house in. Hang on a minute.
There we go. Got all the sunstones in 3.5 now. Now they're like, okay, we're gonna make it out of bricks now. Except it's gonna be a fortress. Giant fortress made out of metal.
And this house is stupid. Who puts a face on their house?
Waddle dee, let me go. Don't buy the cannon on my brick house.
You know, if physics actually kicked in right here, this should actually just be destroyed right now. There's no way you're standing on one pillar.
Ow.
Feels like this runs on bizarre logic.
Yeah, and the hit detection here is very wonky, because if you're not dead center, it doesn't work.
They should have had the Wile E. Coyote like, "Welp."
Yeah,
sign.
that was pretty much the oops moment.
Well, that's funny as well, considering we have to move on to Great Cave Offensive next time we play Superstar.
Oh god.
And that kind of opens the exact same. Yeah, we're starting with Great Cave.
Yeah, you start with one of the hardest ones.
And
That's
then
an
moving on to
experience.
Milky Way. Yay.
I liked Great Cave Offensive. I don't care when.
I don't mind it. I like it.
The stage
I
is
think
good
it's
if you're
well
playing
done.
Final Destination or Battlefield, though.
Not the Smash version though. Smash version
Yeah,
can
okay.
go fuck itself.
I can agree with that context.
The cops don't, though.
You're talking about-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's what you get for talking about Great Cave Offensive. Not in
What do you mean it's banned
Battlefield.
at the tournament? You're banned for life. At the right to remain silent. And you say
go,
can it be
go,
used
go.
against you on
Someone-
Final Destination?
Someone bring in the reinforcements. Someone's trying to play Great Camp Offensive in a large stage.
Yeah, so I'm gonna choose Yoshi's Story as my stage for the tournament. What's your counter pick? Great Cave Offensive. Fight me. That better be Battlefield version. Nope. Final Destination. Nope. Why is it not banned?
I don't know, but Ninja Kirby.
This is honestly one of my favorite powers in the series to mess around with. It's so fast.
Yeah, it's so fun to play.
Like,
with.
every iteration changes it up a little bit, which I really love.
Oh yeah.
His Superstars Ninja was great, but then Amazing Mirrors Superstar was Amazing Mirrors Ninja was great, and then they basically merged them together for this iteration because it's got aspects of both, and I just love it.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite parts is the teleporting thing that Ninja can do. As long as I know how to do it correctly, it's actually really cool, but trying to figure out how to do it is a pain.
Now we're gonna fight Kracko, a series staple. Like literally, he's in every Kirby game.
Yeah, him and Wispy have
Yeah,
to pretty much be
he
in the
is
Kirby
it.
game.
Kracko is in more Kirby games than Wispy Woods.
Which is so weird to think of.
Yeah. Because that's the thing is, even in the games where Wispy Woods has an equivalent, Kracko is still an amazing mirror, and why?
We don't like you talking bad about Wispy.
Is what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the only exception to the rule is in Squig Squad you fight against Mecha Kracko.
Which is, to be fair, pretty much the same thing, because they do the same thing with Robobot, where it's a Mecha Wispy Woods.
Well, literally, it's literally the argument of, oh,
I
well,
love how you
it's
just
meta-
suplexed his barrel, by the way.
I don't know why I didn't just, go use the cannon like a good boy.
You were a little too focused on
Well, you
beating
know-
up the cloud, which was not the best move.
Don't forget, Matt, as many people do, Kirby does have a guard button.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that too.
I know, I forget all the freaking time.
To be fair, the reason why people forget it is like half the games don't have it and the other half do. Because for years, that was a
Yeah.
Superstar exclusive thing, and then they didn't finally bring it back until the Wii. Because 64 did not have it at all, which was kind of weird.
Nope.
Air Ride didn't have it, that made sense because that was a party game. And then,
Amazing.
like, all the GBA and DS games did not have it.
Didn't have it.
And then we got Ultra, and then it's been the same since. Now, it's embarrassing when you forget that you can guard when you're playing Team Kirby Clash. That's very embarrassing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that kind of makes the
Considering
fights
it's-
me a lot
Considering it's the
easier.
main mechanic of the knight, it's the main mechanic of the sword knight, so it's like, oh yeah, how do I guard?
How do I guard? How do I put up my fisticuffs to guard myself? Well, the Dream Stock has increased size. We have now access to level 4 out of 6. Wild World, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go back because we gotta do the extra level first.
Yeah.
Level 7, which only unlocks after you get all the Sunstones, and the current level. So I think this
and
one's
it's playing one of my favorite songs from Return to Dreamland too. This piano piece is so good.
Yeah, I like this.
It's such a beautiful remix of Grape Garden. I love it so much.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, unfortunately, it's played on the 3DS, which has a worse sound output, especially if you're using surround mode. Tip for people who have 3DSs, don't use surround mode. Don't. It's terrible. Use stereo.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It just makes explosions really friggin' loud.
Well, it muffles the sounds. Everything sounds like a tin can, which is why like 90% of the people you watch using a 3DS capture keep it on default settings, which is surround, and everything sounds tinny. It's because of what they use on the sound settings. Change the stereo, and things are more defined again. Explosions actually sound like explosions instead of pops.
I might just have really good earphones because I've never had a problem with surround personally.
I've noticed like at least a lot of mine. When I've used the surround, it sounds more tinny. I swap it to stereo, and it sounds more natural. I mainly compare it to like console games.
I love how Kirby just inhaled that enemy, and then he landed while skidding. So he kind of just did like a little foot wiggle when he landed as well.
I like that too. It's funny. I just barked in your house and freeze you to death.
We came here to get away from the cold. The cold found us.
They're like, yeah, I've got the same problem with because I have Triple Deluxe on. Whoa.
Yeah, suddenly Boulder.
Yep. When I because I play Triple Deluxe on surround, I do the same with Superstar Ultra, which also in surround has massively loud explosions.
By the way, this is an Easter egg. Yeah, we're gonna have to clean Kirby because I inhaled the cleaning enemy.
Yeah, because about to say
this not in the game.
This doesn't exist until Star Allies. Well, he cleaned so much, he had to clean the power out of the game.
Should have just got one of those.
Unfortunately,
one of those inhale montages from the episodes when nothing happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it should have been.
That nearly ended. Tentamon Digivolve 2 Kaboom, never mind.
Kaboom, never mind. I forgot about that. That's so funny.
That's my favorite episode of season 1. I love it so. This is so dumb. I was like people can criticize the dub of shows as much as they want, but that was just straight up 90s English voice actors being idiots. I love it.
You know, I don't care what anybody says. The dub of that was great. I love the Digimon. The first season.
Like any problems I have with the first 2 seasons of Digimon are products of the story writing. They are not products of the dub, they are products of the story writing across all versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only so much they can do to translate bad dialogue.
Yeah. Well, I was even gonna say, like, I am of the understanding the entire fan base is polarized between either Kai and Sora should be together, or Tai and Matt have a bromance. But I don't think anyone ever paired Matt up with Sora.
No.
That's news to me. It's news to me.
I can see this took you a couple tries.
Yeah, this took a couple tries too.
To be fair, it is very precise.
I think in the recording this took me like 4 tries because I kept messing my timing up.
That's understandable.
But you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are honestly they kind of jump down here almost simultaneously, which makes it really hard to time.
That's why I really suggest getting Cutter, because at least with Cutter is a boomerang, so you can hit it like from the middle area.
Yeah, you need something with a projectile.
Are always tricky. Yeah. They do a good job of making decent symmetrical puzzles, though. I'll definitely say that.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. This game really wanted to push that 3D element, so there's a lot of background puzzles, but they're done pretty nicely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't a true 3D Kirby game, but they definitely try. I mean, good lord, the name of the game itself is a play on words with 3D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kirby 3DS.
Yeah, I mean triple D's for 3D.
Or 3D. Would it be 3DS or 3DX?
Yeah, our 3DX. Yeah.
Howdy, ha.
Yeah. Oh, I could have gotten Crash Kirby up there, but that's okay.
No more Pope Kirby.
Which actually has a hat in this one.
Yeah. It isn't just a flashing Kirby sprite.
You gotta be Pope Kirby.
But there was... God damn it, Hey, he's wearing the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Bow down to my religion of Crash.
Like, personally, I love the hat that he got for Crash in the anime.
I did too.
Yeah, it was a
It's
pretty
like-
good
It's like
design.
it's like a kabuki. It's like a Kabuto samurai helmet, which I love because it was distinctly different. But it still felt very sort of feudal Japan era, which is awesome.
But now we're going to be starting to see some of the mini bosses have Deluxe in their name. So they're just reskinned. They have they hit harder. And that's all the differences.
Yeah, they're not really that different, but Deluxe just means it's supposed to be harder.
Yeah.
Because that's not the only time you see that, too. If you're playing the extra modes in this game, you'll see Deluxe bosses.
Yeah.
Which are
All the
harder
time.
forms of the normal game. And I think they even have some extra attacks,
I will not be showing that off. Oh lordy.
To be
I'm
fair,
not gonna
a
be
lot of
showing-
the extra content in this game is really difficult and doesn't really change that much core gameplay-wise. It's just a difficulty bump.
Yeah.
But they still keep going back to fighters, even though it changed literally nothing.
Yeah. Captain Vol.
He's always so annoyed looking.
Uja! Oh, I love the way that Uja is done in Squeak Squad.
Yeah. I think that's cool too. But there we go. We got all
On that note,
So we got all the Sunstones in level 3, but now we can move on to the 4th level, Wild World. Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing Wild World.
Well, time to change game carts.